Lord walking with them, confirming those words which they spoke, with signs and wonders following. And he has commanded us the same. Why do we talk about miracle? Because man will always need a miracle. Why do we talk about miracle? Because God is in the business of divine intervention. Amen, somebody. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on throughout today to talk about this. But you see, since it's going to be a monthly meeting, I would have time to X-ray and to go deeper into this. So we go, number one, what is a miracle? What is really a miracle? Now we have things like miracle drugs, the miracle of nature, okay, so what the wonders of nature, the miracle drugs, the miracle, what do you call it, medications, there's this thing they call supplement, miracle supplement, and all of that. In the natural, people talk about those things, but those are not really miracles in the context of our message this morning. The miracle of nature is wonderful, fantastic, and we enjoy the wonders of nature, the miracles of nature in quotes, but that is not the miracle that the Bible talks about. That's not the miracle that we are sharing this morning. And I want to provoke your heart. I want to provoke your mind. I want to stir up your godly mind to believe God this morning for a life-changing encounter, for a life-changing moment. Someone, are you hearing me this morning? Oh my God. Someone, are you hearing me this morning? Yes, miracles are real. Miracles are believed by some of the sharpest, cleanest, and some of the most outstanding sound mind. It takes a big mind to comprehend the wonders and the workings of God. Narrow mind don't believe in miracles. Narrow mind would talk down on the supernatural, but the supernatural is real. Man by creation, don't ever forget this, man by creation is a companion of a miracle working God. You see, when God created man originally, come on, let me go a little bit deep here. When God created man originally, man was created in the class of God, in the supernatural class. But when man sinned, he was dethroned from that class down. That's why the Bible said, all have sinned and have come short of what? Of the glory. What is the glory? The wonders of God. The realms of miracle. The realms of the supernatural. Man never actually needed, he needed not to know what is, he was not breathed, it was his life. The supernatural realm originally was man's natural realm. The supernatural realm originally was man's natural realm. The supernatural realm, when God created man, he lived in that realm. That is why everything about Adam was the character, depicted God. Adam did not need word of knowledge to know who God was. Adam did not need word of knowledge to know who Satan was. Adam did not need word of knowledge to know things. He knew things in the class of God. So he was created in that class, in that category of God. He was created higher than angels. I hope you know that. In the book of Psalm chapter 8, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visited him? For you have made him a little bit lower than agalos. The word agalos you will see in the King James translation as the word angel, but actually it's a wrong translation. It is not the word it's not the word agelos, which means angel. It is the word Elohim, which means the plural form of God. Eloha is a singular form of God. Elohim is a plural form of God. In the beginning, God made heaven and earth. That is the word Elohim. Elohim, singular Eloha. In the beginning, Elohim made heaven and earth. In the book of Psalm 8, what is man? You are mindful of him. The son of man that you visited with him. For you have made him a little bit lower than, you see, angels. But like I said, it's not angels. It's the word Elohim, which means God. You have made him a little bit, just a little bit lower than God, and has crowned him with glory and honor. That tells you when God created man, he created him to live in the realm of the supernatural. But you see, sin dethroned man and brought him down to a lower region. A lower region compared to what God created him to be. Amen. Are you hearing me? Now, when Jesus came, part of the work of Jesus, or a major part of Jesus' ministry, was a restoration, to reset man back take man back to the realm he has lost. The supernatural realm, the realm of glory, the realm of the supernatural, the realm of the miraculous. Therefore, I submit to you this morning, most of the brilliant and some of the most powerful scientific mind believe that there is a realm that is beyond this natural realm. Albert Einstein was one of the greatest believers of supernatural and miracle, and whose IQ was over 160. And we know, he said, there are two ways to live your life. As though everything depends on a miracle, and as though nothing is a miracle. He knows that man somehow will always need a miracle in his or her life, because originally that is where we belong. Originally that is our reign as believers, as people created, fashioned in the image and the likeness of God. Are you still there with me this morning? Someone, I want to tell you this morning, you are going back to that reign. I say you are going back to that reign. Do I have witness in the house here? Are the people of Sun Life hungry for the supernatural? If you are hungry for the supernatural, say, Lord, let it rain. Lord, let it rain. Say that again, Lord, let it rain. Lord, let it rain. Jesus, everything about Christianity was birthed in the supernatural. The coming of the conception, the immaculate conception of Jesus was supernatural, was a miracle. The birth, the virgin birth of Jesus was a miracle. The lifestyle of Jesus was a miracle. His day-to-day work was a miracle. Miracle flowed through his hands. Signs and wonders flowed through his hand. Don't you forget in the book of Matthew chapter 17. Matthew chapter 17, the Bible said Jesus was accosted by temple tax collectors. I mean, there were these tax, not FIRs, and you understand me, not FIRs, but temple tax collectors. They accosted Jesus, because when we read that, we might simply think that it was government tax collectors, FIRs. No, they were temple tax collectors, people who collected tax for the temple, for the maintenance and for the services of the temple. Amen. Which will be something similar to tithe.